Hey guys, what's up? It's SlickShotGames here, and welcome to another map review. Hope you guys are having a great holiday season, and without further ado, let's begin this map review. So, I was trying to look on the map on the workshop for new maps, and I was struggling to find ones that looked quality. So, I picked this one, slightly, not really an older one, but it's been out for a few weeks or maybe even months. So it's DE Manor, a bomb defusal map taking place in Lord Williams, aka the owner of the Cobblestone castle, you may know. Apparently, the owner of this castle and terrorists are coming to bomb the place. That's a little backstory they had in the description, but we're reviewing the physical feature of this map, not the backstory, but that's just, FYI. So I'm on the CT side here, and so you can basically go to the left and go to the B side, or you can go to the right and hit the A site through this door or that door, or you can jump onto these boxes and hit what I call the mid zone over here. So we're going to start off on the B site and talk about the actual site itself, post-plant positions for the T's and the holding positions for the CTs, and how strong or weak this area is to begin with. So as a CT, there's several options. You really only have to hold this choke, and you could smoke it off, of course, and stuff like that. But T's, assuming your teammates have either died or are not holding it, can come from here or flank you as well. So that can get very tricky, no less. But as speaking, everything goes well, as usually it doesn't. But you can hold this by pivoting around this pole. You could hold down here. Just basically these cheeky kind of, well, not really. This one's like a one and done spot, but these cheeky corners to catch the T's out. So yeah, you're at the complete advantage here. Just, you could have one here, and you could even have, I'm not really sure. Yeah, you could even have a teammate here and a teammate here, and a kind of crossfire setup even. So yeah, make it very annoying and tricky for the enemy to basically, you could even use this head glitch, or not head glitch, but head shot angle here. Somewhat, I'm kind of forcing it here, but overall, that's kind of like the idea of holding that choke. So yeah, you could even hold here as a CT if you're scared of the flank, or even hold back here and give them the sight. But overall, you have a lot of options as a CT in holding this site, and I feel like you have a little bit of or you have an equal chance as well to hold as a T on this site as well. But once I switch sides, I'll show you that. So let's go into the mid section and check out kind of what we're doing here. So here's the table, the big table here. So aesthetically speaking, I'm going to speak on that note real fast. It's a beautiful map, I'd say, on the outside. It's very nice to look at. It's a big castle, but I feel like just with a hint of a little bit more textures or more detail, maybe a painting, just something to make this area pop and seem less blocky and large would really benefit the map in a positive way. The textures, look nice, and I do like the color coding of the hallways as well. You could say, red area, red hall or whatever. I mean, I'm sure that wouldn't be as accurate as intended, but overall you get the idea. But I feel like with a little bit more detail, this map would pop even more. But, it does seem like an incredibly fun map to be able to play. So, as a T, basically, you come into this mid section, and you're dealt with the option to go left over here. You can go down to A, or you can go this side to B, basically, through this blue hall. This is a path to A, and you come out from this lower section as well if you'd like. But anyway, we're going to talk about the A site now and holding it as a CT. So, as a CT, you're going to be coming from either here, holding it from here, or here. You're not going to be holding it, but you're going to be coming in from these sections. So you could hold back over here, assuming you don't get flanked from mid, or if they take over B and flank you. You could hold passive back here, basically, and there wouldn't be any harm in doing that. You have the whole entire cross here. Assuming they want to play here, and the T's can plant, you know, anywhere in this region as long as it's on the lower floor. They can plant there. They can't plant on the stairs or anything higher than the lower floor. So you could hold even back here, even if you're really getting paranoid, you could hold. This is a choke you could smoke off because this is probably going to be the main point they're going to come from, this area. So you could smoke this off and hold these angles like this would be absolutely the most annoying thing ever. Just holding back here could be a one and done, but if you're good enough, you could really just make it a complete annoyance and get probably the entire enemy team coming through here if you have another person with you. So yeah, it gets pretty difficult. The T's can come from here too, so you have to just make sure you have a teammate either pushed up or know the consequences, use your audio cues, etc. to save yourself from this area. So yeah, but overall, we're going to talk about this corner as well. It's very vulnerable and a one and done, especially for T's holding in a post plant position. It's very pre-fireable, very obvious in sight of both entrances that the CTs come on the rotate. So overall, a weak spot and basically the only prominent post plant spot on the actual site besides all these entrances. So I would recommend some tweaking of this overall. Maybe have it go to it splits, or maybe, I don't know, make it a little bit more of a better post plant spot, maybe even deeper than just a cubby here that's quite obvious and pre-fireable at that. So yeah, so now we're going to be switching to this T side. Alright guys, so now we're on the T side, and I'm going to be showing you these sites from the T-sided perspective. Entering and post-plant positioning as well. So we're going to be going to the B site yet again. This blue hall connects to the mid. So we're going to be entering this site and boom. So you can basically enter, you kill this guy here, whatever, the guy behind site, you kill him, whatever. So you're on this site, you plant. You can only plant within this cement base of this little tower or statue, as it were. So you can only plant here. You can't plant in the gravel or grass. So a very limited spot, but you can plant for yourself, assuming you're going to be holding back here, etc. So I'd say the best strategy on this map to have these spots be viable is to get a very forward position on the CTs. This corner can watch both their entrance from the mid and their entrance from the CT rotation. You could also smoke it, molly it, etc. to choke them out as well. So pushing to a forward position like this corner and playing with your audio cues here and being able to hold this corner and this corner are going to be incredibly strong, I feel, as a T. So initially I was judging it pretty hard, saying it'd be tough for the T's, but it does give you a lot of options in this corner, and possibly this corner as well, because you can just be in all these corners and catch them and be able to get the multiple angles from this and this. So it's a very powerful position. This corner is especially safe, with the exception of a flank, where you're in the corner, being able to hold the site and even have it planted for you. So there's options. This is big enough to pivot around and hide even if necessary. So there's a lot of options for the T's post plant. One thing that would make everything tricky though is a CT flank, as practically all these spots are visible from the CT flank, assuming he gets up to this position in time. So there's that. You know, but overall, I feel like it'll favor either team that's holding this position if it's done correctly, of course, because, you know, bad spots out in the open, one and done spots can, you know, ruin everything. So now we're going to be talking about the T side entry on, the A side. So this is initially where they come in from either this area, you know, you can't shoot through this box from, you know, straight at it, or this side. They're going to be coming from either this side, or mid if they'd like. So you enter into the site. You could smoke, you know, these things off, molly them off. That's where the T's are going to come, CT's are going to come from, or CT's are going to come from there. You can only plant down here. But I feel like, yet again, to be able to have the most ideal spot, be in the most ideal spot, you're probably going to have to push aggressively toward CT spawn and maybe hold something like this, or to catch them on the rotate, or get the big flank on them if you hear them pass through. But I mean, yeah, it's gonna be difficult to not do this because the site yet again offers a very open pre-fireable cubby here, one and done, that won't really get you much success as far as holding the site, defending the site rather, or holding it. And this areas like this could be very strong as well, but yet again can be seen as one and done unless you're playing very far back and playing for bomb and stuff. Yeah, so this is DE Manor, no less, and I hope you guys enjoyed the review. There's some positives, some negatives, you know, but overall, it seems like a very fun map to play, and that goes a long way when it comes to maps themselves. And yeah, I mean, just needs work on the actual sites, especially on the A site, to have more of a prominent post plant position. But overall, nice map. I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I hope you guys are having a great holiday season. Hope you have a great new year. We're going to be hopefully make a New Year's Eve or New Year's video thanking you guys all in a more formal fashion. But thanks for watching as usual. Thanks for all the support, and we'll catch you guys next week.